Morning everybody, my name's Jenny Osbourne, I'm the Chief Executive of Tpas and I am delighted to welcome you this morning to the launch of Scrutiny Week 2023. We never imagined when we started doing this through the COVID pandemic that we'd still be doing it now in 2023, but I'm delighted that we are, and I'm even more delighted that you're here to join us to take part in it yet again. So what have we got lined up for you this week? Well, it's another week of webinars and a face-to-face conference talking about all things scrutiny. A little bit more on that in a minute. I think it's just useful though, isn't it, to reflect now on why are we still talking about scrutiny? I've been talking about it for years. Many of you have been involved with it for years. Well, I think now more than ever, we're recognising the importance of scrutiny in our organisations and what it can do. And certainly the environment that we're in, we've got a regulator that definitely recognises the value of scrutiny and what it can bring to organisations. So if we're thinking about what we've been hearing over the last few weeks about some of the pilot inspections that have been going on as people prepare for new consumer regulation to come in force in April 2024. One of the things that we do keep hearing about, isn't it, is talking to scrutiny panels or hearing what scrutiny panels have been doing. So we know it's going to be important. We've heard the regulator, we've heard Kate Dodsworth say many times that we are going to want to come out and they're going to want to talk to perhaps the chair of your scrutiny panel. Talk to people that are involved in scrutiny in whichever ways you have it in your organisation. These are going to be very, very important people in any of the inspections that go on in the future. So it's a key part of the new regulatory regime that is coming in. And it's a really key part of the assurance model that boards should be looking for to say, how are we making sure that we're really hearing the voices of tenants? And scrutiny is one of the key ways that we can do that. One of the key ways that board members can get assurance that tenants are truly looking at the services that are being delivered for the wider tenant base and making changes and making recommendations. We want to see scrutiny in every organisation across this country. We want to see it being recognised for what we believe it is, which is a key part of improving services for tenants across England. We know, we've seen so many examples, haven't we, of where sensible, really imaginative, innovative, and sometimes just really, really simple ideas from a scrutiny panel can make a big difference to the lives of so many tenants. And there's plenty for us to be scrutinising over the next few months and years as well, as we look again at how organisations can continue to improve their performance. So however you do scrutiny in your organisations, whether you've been doing it for many, many years, whether you're coming back with a refresh, whether you're trying something new, or whether you're starting for the very first time, there's something here for you this week for you to take away and for you to take back to your organisations. Definitely please get involved across the week. There's lots of ways to do that in terms of over social media in particular. Share the hashtag, share your stories, put things on LinkedIn, on Twitter, on Facebook, send them in to us here at Tpas and we'll share them. We want to make sure that many people in the housing sector are talking about scrutiny this week and what it can achieve. So please, please, please do get in touch and tell us what you've been up to and what you've been involved in. And then obviously the other way to get involved this week is to come along to some of the sessions that we're running as part of Scrutiny Week. We've got a session on each day. Lovely if you came along to those sessions. You can book on, they're all free. Please go to the Tpas website and make sure you do that. So we're starting off today with Caritas, our very own Caritas, with the Tenant Scrutiny Club Live. This is a really successful scrutiny club that we run here at Tpas. And for this week, it's open to members and non-members alike. And it's a really good chance just to meet up, chat with other people doing the same things and have a really lively discussion on all things scrutiny. It will be a wide-ranging discussion, I'm sure. Tuesday, what does great scrutiny look like? Well, Michael, who works here at Tpas, many of you will know, he's going to delve into the the Tpas national standard for scrutiny. It's going to be a really insightful session at really thinking about what does make scrutiny excellent, and how you can use the Tpas standards around scrutiny to improve your service even more and develop it further. And Michael has had a long history with scrutiny and knows what it takes to make it work. So come along and listen to him and get involved in that discussion. On Wednesday, it's the actual Scrutiny conference itself, which is taking place in person. There are still places if you want to book onto that. So that's an in-person conference that is paid for. And that's going to be a really exciting day. Lots of speakers, lots of workshops going on. And that's a chance for the people out there, those of you that wanted to come along and meet people together in person and talk all things scrutiny. So that will be going on Wednesday, and we'll hear lots more about that in the days and weeks to come as we hear what went on at that session. On Thursday, we've got a couple of sessions going on, one way or another. I think I'm supposed to sing that, I think. Different ways of doing scrutiny. Like I said before, many of you doing it in different ways, different models, different processes, and there's pros and cons for all of those, aren't they? So if you're thinking about a new approach maybe, or just want to be inspired for something different, maybe this is a session for you to come along to on Thursday. Or you may want to go along to the Scrutiny staff meetup. So this is something facilitated by our consultancy managers, Jill and Emma, who many of you will know. And it's a dedicated space exclusively for staff members, just this one, for those that are supporting scrutiny. And that's a really important role, isn't it? So we want you to come together as a group of staff that support scrutiny in your organisation to come along, network, share some good practice with each other. That'll be really helpful for you, I'm sure. And then we end the week with what will be a brilliant session from Kai, a tenant scrutineer at Black Country Housing Group. And Kai will share some of the great advice, I think, on how to not just survive in the world of scrutiny, but really thrive in scrutiny. And that tenant perspective on why it's important and the difference it can make. So like I say, 3 sessions, the webinars across the week. If you want to attend any of these online free sessions, please go to the Tpas website and sign up today. Please do share how you've been involved. Please do share us your experiences, and we look forward to seeing many of you across the week. Have a great week, everyone.